Welcome to Everyone Loves My Mother, where today we are going deep and we're talking about female relationships. It is the connection between you and I. I don't think you've ever really gotten cross with me.
I'm too scared.
Tom,
step
it's
in.
fascinating.
Serena,
My
you're
toys
on
out of the
your
pram.
own.
Talking about female friendships, one of the huge positives that I felt with Mrs. Alice is genuinely the friendships I have made. You know, I suppose when you work full time, it is a joy to work with people that you really truly call your
It's true.
friends. Talk to me about your female friendships.
The Mallorca Seven.
The coolest
yeah.
group in Hampshire.
Anyway, why are we talking about girlfriends in this episode? I live with David
Serena.
Attenborough.
Welcome back to Everyone Loves My Mother, a podcast by me, Alice.
About me.
And you're interrupting still, even in series 2. But yes, it is all about you. Everyone
course it
Loves
is.
My Mother, you, Serena
Yes,
Fresson.
exactly. And you, Alice Naylor-Leyland.
Today, what are we talking about, Mum?
Female relationships.
How are you feeling about that?
I'm great.
We're going to go deep.
Are we? Just?
Deep's not an area you normally go.
I do. I always go deep.
No, you don't, Mum.
Oh my
Serena,
God.
this is going to be one giant therapy session.
And we're going to talk
well,
about how
why
much
am I sitting
therapy
here?
you've had.
I haven't had therapy.
I know, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're
Welcome.
going to talk about your therapist.
I don't have a therapist.
We're gonna
Welcome to
talk
the
about-
couch, Serena.
Yeah, why you should go to therapy.
That maybe I should have a therapist, but I don't have one.
And we're going to talk
Yet.
about we're going to talk about female friendships.
Yeah,
Female friendships at work and family
Very good.
and working with your mother.
And, you know, the ones that
Well,
don't
I don't work with my mother.
You work with me.
Oh, I see.
Let's start by using brevity, Mum. Brevity is key here.
I'm not good at that.
What are you wearing?
Oh, no, I'm going to ask you what you're wearing today.
Okay. I am wearing, I just thought, it's summer. Get my arms
you
out.
look absolutely fabulous. I mean, if
this-
I could wear that, I wouldn't be doing this podcast.
Guess where it's from?
Don't tell me it's from Zara.
It's from Mango.
No.
Yeah, isn't it great? And what I also think is fun about it is you could wear it with like a
I could wear it as a
bikini.
scarf.
You could wear it with a bikini underneath.
You could.
Do you know
on
what I
top.
mean? On top, underneath. No, underneath, I'd say.
Very nice.
But then obviously I've worn it with a Manolo-Blahnik. You could wear it out for dinner.
Yeah.
But even nicer, actually, with a sandal,
Flat shoe.
a
Alice,
nice gold earring.
You look beautiful.
You do.
And I'm wearing all my bajaz, as usual.
Bajaz.
And that's it. So I'm pretty,
Well, I
pretty
mean,
naked.
I'm going to tell you what I'm wearing, but I do feel it's slightly dull what I'm wearing compared to you because firstly, it's not well, the shirt is, what's the word, current from WNU with nothing underneath, British brand, absolutely love them. I'm thinking, in fact, I'm just going to go on a bit longer now. Apparently at Peter Jones in Sloane Square, which is a department store, a very, very lovely brand called Initially London, Janie at Initially London, who's a friend of mine. She has started a monogramming embroidery section in John Lewis. Did you know this?
I heard, I've seen it. It's
and you can
fabulous.
go and get anything embroidered.
So you're going to get that embroidered?
I thought I might on the cuff.
A great idea.
What do you think? What colour?
Can I just say, as a show note here,
No.
you're not allowed to come wearing a WNU shirt again for the next episode.
Well, I'm going to because I always do.
Okay.
Because
Next
they like my
time-
uniform.
next
and
time-
that speaks volumes. Anyway, and my trousers at M&M, very sadly, because you all ask all the time, not current, many years ago, would love them in every colour. Shoes are by Tory Burch. Necklace is vintage Ken Lane.
Great. And don't tell us about your ring because you've done that before.
When you said Current, isn't there a brand called Current Body?
Yes, we use
We
that.
love
Alice
that.
uses that all the
Isn't
time.
that, Serena, are you in your current body?
I'm in the one I've got at the moment, but I'm always looking to change.
But Mum, just next time you're at the house, your house,
My
I'd
house.
love you to just share a little picture of your shirt cupboard because
Fair.
there's probably 200 white shirts.
Yeah, so,
So
what do you
don't
want,
wear
a
the
medal?
same one on every episode.
But I
when-
love these shirts. I just look.
Alice, don't you
they
realise-
feel like they're starched. Literally.
Let's not
No,
lose
no,
more.
Alice-
followers.
Hashtag fabulous WN.
They are
Put
different.
it in the Greg.
They
put it
are
in the show
different.
notes.
It's just they look the same because they're white.
Right, I'm going to go back to why we're here. There is nothing more special than... You just said you're bored. Mum, like, we're doing a podcast.
Serena, you imagine you're in a therapy, okay?
Okay.
You would not say to the...
I sure would.
What are they called again?
Therapists.
Well,
Yeah, therapist.
let's start. We are going to talk about female relationships, but let's start on the issue or the subject of therapy. Tell us about, you touched upon it on the last episode, but tell
yes.
us about your visit with a therapist.
Yes.
When your father, I mean, there's no other way to say it, but left us when you were born, clearly it was quite traumatic. And people suggested either I wasn't feeling very happy and that I should see a therapist. Now, I'm not against therapy.
How old were you?
27, 26. I'm not against therapists at all. At all. I think they're fantastic. But I think this man could even have been called like a psychiatrist
Okay.
or psychotherapist or something. And he wasn't the sort of friendly, lovely person, you know. That
Well,
you
they just took you to the real.
Yeah, I went
nuclear
to.
bit.
I was in Harley Street.
Yeah, you didn't go to the happy clappy starting place. You went full.
I went full.
You went full. You're not
I
in
went
a good way.
full in.
Yeah.
So I went to this guy, and I remember going up in the lift. I can almost smell it now. Anyway, for those of you who are old enough, there was an ad on television called the Hamlet ad, and it was for cigars.
Hamlet cigars.
Yes.
I'm too young
Yes.
for that.
Could someone look that up?
That was a great advert.
And he was slightly balding, and this man was like that. He must be dead by now.
Were you
so-
saying he looked like the actor in the Hamlet cigar ads?
Yes.
You're losing people.
Well, you wanted me to have this subject. Anyway,
No,
this
she's
is
bringing
so
in-
dull.
she's bringing in
anyway,
people,
I
but just
sat
from-
there, and basically he fell asleep in the chair.
While he listened to your story.
Yes.
Because it was that boring.
Must have been to him.
Wait,
I think
did he
he dealt with
actually-
much more serious cases.
Did he actually fall asleep?
Yes, I promise you. He
And
saying
did you
the-
have to wake him up?
Serena, you're saying the therapist
fell asleep.
or the psychotherapist actually fell asleep?
I wish I
Listening
could
to your
remember his
story.
name. It was like
All I
Zimmerman.
can say is whatever
That's
happened to you
clothing
doesn't sound that bad.
brand. Clearly not.
If it
Clearly
had
not.
been-
I didn't want to go.
Yeah, if it was juicy, he would have stayed awake. So
Yeah.
have you been since?
No.
No. Okay, well.
So
that
there you
says-
go. So
that
what do you
says
want
enough.
to know
Do you
about
think
that?
he was a good psychotherapist?
Not enormously, no. I mean, he was a stupid one because I didn't have to go back to him. I mean, the money down the old Drano.
How did you leave?
Bouador.
Did you leave quietly with shutting the door?
I don't remember.
So you
but
didn't wake him
he
up?
Definitely. And you know, actually, now I'm thinking about it. I think I went back. And I wish I could remember his name, but I'm never going to I'll wake up in the middle of the night. But I think he did it again. He did it. He did
So
it
you
more
kept
than once.
making-
I went once or twice, and it was an absolute, it was shambolic.
So how long did you talk for?
I don't remember. It was
before you
40 years ago.
realised that he was asleep.
He was just in the chair like this. Just like,
Well, I think that does say enough. But let's bring it back to
what we're meant to be here for.
we're
Remind
talking about
me.
female relationships,
Okay,
which
yeah,
is
sure.
at the heart of this bloody podcast.
Of
Mum,
course
if
it
you
is.
Think about it.
Of course it is.
It is the connection between you and I, the wonderful connection. Look at her. She's not even like connecting while I say it between us.
She's
but
connecting with her
We're going to
coffee.
talk about when things get tricky, when things fall apart. We're going to talk about it all.
Are we? Okay,
we
good.
are.
Let's go.
So let's start talking about you and I. Mm-hmm. Now, we have a pretty uncomplicated relationship.
I think we do.
I don't think you've ever really gotten cross with me.
I'm too
What?
scared.
True.
I did get cross
Once
with
in
you.
M&S.
I did. At Marks and
In
Spencer's,
M&S, yeah.
when you swore you'd never smoke and you'd never had a cigarette. And honestly, it was like being in a bloody Marlboro ad. And I remember saying, Alice, you know, just tell me you smoked. Because I said you were going to get a car if you didn't smoke. And you said you don't smoke. And you just stormed out of the car and ran away.
Yeah, I didn't. And I didn't get the car.
You did get the car. Well, you couldn't drive. That's
Well,
why.
I'm afraid, Serena, I'm afraid I ruined that because I bought her a
You
car.
bought her a car, but she
Yeah,
didn't drive
like 5
until
years
she was about
later,
100.
guys. No, you didn't get me a car. Anyway, so we don't really have arguments.
No, we don't.
We've learned to deal with each other. I let you spiral.
I'm good at that.
I let you
spiral.
You often say things that you definitely don't mean.
Like what?
Well, like, I'm not coming to your 40th birthday.
Well, I might not if
But you will.
No, but I might
But you
not,
will.
Alice. I
Okay.
might. If it all gets too much for me, the wedding planning, I'm sorry. The wedding is my priority.
Well, that's mean.
No, it's not. It's the truth.
Well,
By the way,
say
this
so.
episode may be coming out around the time of both your party, Alice, your 40th birthday in Italy, but also, Serena, Alice's sister's wedding.
Yeah, good.
It's like a bad word. I don't think we should. It's like so exciting, the wedding, but it's
It's not a bad word.
There's
It's not a bad
levels,
word, but there's a lot to do.
There's a lot to do.
And so there we go. But anyway, I'll play it by ear. I booked my tickets on British Airways.
Mum, stop. We're talking about female relationships. You cannot get VA into this.
Sure can. Just did.
I'm trying to think, though. I have to say I learn a lot by listening to you spiral. I do.
don't spiral.
And I often think that I'm like my dad, like my bad parts. But if I'm honest, so much come from you.
It does not,
And it's
Tom. What are you going to do? Tom, step
it's
in.
fascinating. Your toys out of the pram. My toys out of the pram comes from your toys out of the pram.
Serena,
My
you're
toys
on
out of the
your
pram.
own.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you,
My
Tom.
toys out of the pram are like, I know. Sorry, here we go. They're like Polly Pockets on the floor. They're like someone threw some Polly Pockets out of the pram. Yours
No, incorrect.
are like Build-A-Bear. Bang, smash a crash on the floor.
I would-
That's what's going on with your pram. Your pram is rocking around. Mine is just...
I would say that is completely incorrect. You are way more nuclear than I am, Mum. Way. And we will get some people to corroborate on that. It is good that we try and learn from our parents' mistakes and see that in ourselves. Like,
Do you
as
think?
in, yes. To be honest, I'll be honest, okay? I watched you at the wedding dress fitting.
I was extremely good. You told me.
I think what she means,
at the wedding
Serena, is
proceeding, you told me to not be negative. How could I not be negative when it was a heap of shit?
oh God, explicit rating back on.
And
You were.
And I was good.
But you were good. You were good. No, but
I was trying to save the day.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. I don't think you were acting much like a superhero then. But anyway, it taught me. I was thinking about.
I don't think that's fair,
No, I get
Alice.
it from you that we both want to perfect a situation.
I did. I wanted everything to be really good, and it wasn't.
I know.
It wasn't.
But sometimes you've just got to.
But you don't. No, you're so wrong, because in this instance, I had to sort out a problem. We had a problem.
Anyway, moving on. I think I rest my case and I made my point. But so we've learned a lot. We don't really row. We know when to back off.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just make a point? You talked about when you throw your toys out of the pram.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very normal, like, for all humans to do it, men and women.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's, it's normal. I think you then bring it back and keep it together.
Put them back in. Think some of them are a bit damaged.
But so and we have both great relationships with our sisters. We both have raised daughters.
Yep. I mean, people ask me all the time. I have 2 sisters, one called Lisa, one called Amanda, and you've got how many sisters?
4 sisters.
4 sisters.
Yep. And it is great to grow up with just so many
Females.
women around.
Yeah,
females
exactly.
around. That's why I was
Your
actually very
father doesn't
shocked.
have any sons.
No.
We've got one brother, one George.
I was very shocked to have a son first.
Yep, there we go.
Didn't think that was going to happen. But I think that it is definitely how you raised us. I definitely see I am really instilling in my daughters. And even I found, this is more about raising children than women, but I found this note you'd sent me to school when I was 11, because I was going through all my old boxes, which is a podcast in itself. And the way you spoke, you said, I'm so cross with your sister. I've had to lock her in her room for half an hour.
Was that Dolly?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I literally, it was like the way I speak. I mean, it's awful. I don't lock my children in
They
a
were
room.
disappointed.
But, even 30 years ago, we were kind of doing the same things. Maybe not that we lock our children in rooms. It's a bad example.
Yeah, close the door and
We'd
hold
close
it.
the door and hold it. And also we've got grandmothers.
Yes.
My children have
I
got-
don't have a grandmother now. But you do.
But our grandmother survived till she was 90.
Yep, in her 90s.
What was her name?
Val May.
Yep.
So she was an Australian lady, your grandmother,
she
called
was.
Val May Cupid. That's
with
such a cool name.
With a T nodded.
Val May.
Wasn't she a ballet dancer?
She was indeed, Tom. Well remembered.
Thank you very much.
Talk to me about your female friendships. Have they
Well,
changed?
I think they have.
Have they evolved?
I think.
Oh, puppy's in.
Puppy, come on, puppy. Oh, she matches your dress.
You know what? That is a female friendship.
It
That
is. Now
is-
that
that
is. Now,
is-
if only Dorothy was here.
Oops,
I mean,
sorry.
do you think it is just female friends, or can it be male friends as well?
I think it can be male friends
what I
as
was
well,
gonna
but I
say,
think
'cause-
we were talking more about female friendships
That's
on this
the
podcast.
purpose of this episode.
Do you have
Once
many?
again, why
Serena,
not deviate?
if you're talking about male friendships, don't worry, the boyfriend episode is coming.
No, it's not. And Mummy, don't worry about that. Don't worry, Mummy. It's all right. God help
But
me.
yeah, you want to talk about your male friends. Fascinating.
Yeah,
But
interesting.
have your friends. I mean, I know you've got a strong group of friends.
I have a strong group of friends. I
the
think
Mallorca 7.
the Mallorca 7.
The coolest
yeah.
group in Hampshire.
Yeah,
No,
the
don't be
coolest.
silly.
They
Don't
are.
be silly. But you know,
You dance
you're-
on tables.
The craziest group in Hampshire.
That is not
You
true.
wear
That is not
wetsuits.
true. What?
You wear wetsuits together.
Wetsuit? What are you
You're
talking-
keeping the rosé wine industry going.
We are. Listen, what I'm going to say, I think we all know that female friends are vital to a woman's mental health.
I agree
And
with that.
if you don't have female friends, you will struggle on many levels. And I think different friends are for different reasons.
I agree.
And I think that, they tolerate your bad points, you tolerate their bad points if they were to have any or if I were to have any. But I think, life just wouldn't go on without your female friends. I really do. I really. And
I'm
the ones
most-
you can
I am
call up in the middle of
most
the.
annoying friend. But
Why?
a little bit of that. I don't know if we've talked about this, but my siblings weren't born until I was quite a bit older.
Yeah.
So I kind of grew up on my own for about 10 years. And that meant that when I then got into my teens, my siblings who I loved, they didn't have the emotional connection because
No,
they were so
they couldn't
young.
be a friend.
They were playing
Yeah, with-
while I was secretly smoking in the bushes. Not
Yeah,
that I smoke
yeah.
anymore.
No.
My friends therefore came a little bit like family. And it's actually one of the kind of proudest things I feel like I kind of have, in that the majority of my friends I met between the age of like 16
Yeah.
and 25. I just had my 40th birthday dinner and I looked around and there's one person I hadn't met before I was 20 or 21.
Oh, really?
Only one girl at the table. And I think that's a really great thing to be like 20 years later with the same
no,
people.
I agree.
You've shared different, you've gone through divorces, you've gone through, children, loss, everything. And I think that, it does become like family. A friend of mine, Mary, just Instagrammed a picture of us, and she actually wrote the words, "When friendship feels like family."
Yeah.
It was so sweet.
Yeah.
And that sounds very saccharine, but also I think you hit on such a good point that the idea of you go to each of them for different reasons. And when you can actually be old enough and big enough to realize that is great. Because I got taken down by a friend once who went,
join the club.
Who went, no, not in the same way you are, but who went, Alice, we can't be all things to you. You expect us all to be perfect in this respect, that, they're going to be great when you're going through X, Y.
What was that about?
No, but it's just like, you have to realize that there are people who are going to be great if you're...
In an emergency.
People
are better on a day-to-day.
But actually, when you're like, the husband's had an affair, there's going to be someone better. Or
which has not happened.
Which hasn't happened. But,
Yet.
and I think that's a really great thing to kind of channel who you need at what time. And you do the same for them.
I think instinctively, you perhaps don't even recognize what people's strengths are really.
Yeah.
They're just sort of instinctively in you, and you know where you go.
My problem with friendship, though, is that I love a chat. I love to talk to friends.
The problem
And
is
my
we're now
friends who
too
are
busy.
not into it. No, but I drive a lot and I call them a lot.
Yeah, but I find that, I do find the reception in the car just so frustrating. With in and out and in. Like, I really want to speak to my friend
really
Rachel,
boring.
and I just can't because I don't. Sometimes we're a bit busy.
I think, should we save this really interesting chat about mobile phone receptions for
Sure.
the mobile phone episode?
Okay, should we do an episode on mobile phone? Because 02, I'm about
No,
to
not
leave.
mobile phone.
I'm going to go back to Vodafone.
But I don't love. Okay, I have great reception, but I can't. I'm not very good for friends who don't want to give me that time, and that's really selfish
Yes,
of me.
but we
Some
don't want to
people-
give.
I forced
can't
my
give
friend Nura, who does listen to this, to. She's a Libran. She's not good at speaking on the phone, and I have literally forced her. And I've been like to her face, going like, "Girlfriend, if you want to keep this friendship going, we've got to have like the odd hour-long chat on the phone."
Poor woman.
I even schedule friendship calls.
Do you?
On an evening?
Oh,
Yeah.
really? When you're in the bath?
No, I do it in bed on a just not on a Zoom, but on FaceTime.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, do you? That's nice.
Me and Papa do that.
Your therapy pod is your car.
It's true. I love
It's
my
true.
car. I hate giving people a lift. Apart from ours, I love giving ours.
What about me? Not so
But
much.
no, because
Okay.
you think about giving you a lift, and this is the truth: is you'll go, "Mummy, it'd be so nice," and then all you do is you're on the phone.
Okay, well, try being me. So, question: if you could wave a magic wand and you could be friends with anyone, 3, who'd it be?
But I don't want to because I don't know. This is a silly question
God, it's
because I don't know them. Why do I want to be friends
But
with
do you
someone
not
I don't know?
watch something and go like, I'd love to be friends with Kate Hudson. I think she just looks so nice and fun, and she doesn't take herself.
Okay. I'd like to be friends with. I'm going to say something else.
Who?
I know.
Say.
I'd like to be friends with Meryl Streep.
Yeah, I think
Definitely. What about that girl, Drew Barrymore?
Yeah, she'd be
Yeah,
nice.
she'd be a very nice friend.
She'd be a good friend.
It'd be nice to go on her show.
Yeah, Drew, we're here. If you want us.
And Drew Barrymore.
I think
Meryl
Michelle Obama would be great.
No, I don't think I need to be her friend. Well, she doesn't need to be my friend.
What?
TikTok.
Oh, I know, Taylor.
No,
Just gonna say it.
yeah, I don't want to be Taylor's best friend. She certainly doesn't want to be my friend.
Well, we were
I mean,
Alice, we were at a party the other day, and you left early, and then 20 minutes afterwards,
did she come?
Taylor Swift arrived while I was there.
How is that? Is she your friend
And
now?
do you know what the...
Are you going to the wedding?
No, I didn't meet,
think so.
I didn't meet her, but what the moral of the story, Alice, is stay at the party.
Stay at the party. Well, that's not going to happen.
I can't think of another
I
person.
leave a party early. Well, anyway, if you can't think, it was just,
I won't listen to what you're saying. I'll just keep.
It was just a fun question.
Okay, what about you?
So I've said Taylor, Kate Hudson, and Michelle Obama. I think Kate Hudson would be a great friend. Like, okay,
Yeah, she'd
if
probably
I'm
be a great
honest,
one.
I'd like her to play me in a movie. That would be my choice. Who would yours be?
I don't know.
Well, okay, Mum, it's like we're on, being recorded.
I know,
we're
but I
all
don't know
here.
the answer to that.
But
Meryl
you
Streep.
Okay, Meryl Streep. Okay. Well, look, we've chosen friends who we also want to play us in a movie.
Okay, there we go.
Kate and Meryl. Actually, it's a great combination.
Great combination.
Have you been in a film before?
Have I? No.
No, Kate and Meryl together.
Oh, I don't know.
What would
Serena,
you?
this isn't all about you. Oh, shit, it is.
How much do you want a TV series, Mum?
Oh, I think I'd say less and less. I don't know the
Don't
answer to
give
that.
her ideas, please.
I don't know. I think.
Would you do a TV series if you couldn't fly on BA to get to the locations?
Alice.
How far is the location?
I don't know.
More than half an hour?
Well,
By
I'm
plane?
saying it's on a plane, but you have to fly.
Well, if I flew Singapore or Cathay, yeah, sure. No, I think the thing is, I know the thing about a TV show, anyone that's listening, is I have a bad feeling that I would not come out well.
I have a
I have
strong
a
feeling
very bad.
that I would
I
agree.
know that I would get stopped in places and people would have lots of hate.
I know. The hate mail would start.
They would hate
I mean,
me.
the bus comment on the episode before was truly shocking.
But I hadn't taken buses before.
No,
What's
again,
wrong?
for those new
Anyway,
people.
it's moment or meltdown of the week.
That.
I've got a bad meltdown, but you start.
We have rats at home.
Oh dear.
And the reason apparently we've got... No, not apparently.
Rodents.
We've got rats because at home we have chickens. Now, I don't know why we have chickens at home.
Would you have chickens like in the house? I don't go to your
well,
house.
they
She
do come
hates
in. Michael
hosting.
doesn't let them come in the house, but we do have chickens at home, and we don't eat their eggs because I don't like what Michael feeds them, because he feeds them like tuna or something, and then you open the egg up and it smells like a salad niçoise. So, I don't eat the eggs. So we've got these chickens, and then I was in the garden and a rat ran past me the other day. So the rat man has been.
That's not rats in the house, though. I think rats. Tom always tells me rats are outside sometimes.
I know,
I've never
but
seen-
I can tell you something. We have rats. But the rat man's been, and he's dealing with it. He's coming back again this week. But rats have been
Pest
a bad...
control.
Yeah, big time.
That's a job I don't think that you would be into.
It would not be something.
Is that right?
No.
I am quite scared of rats. I have to.
I don't know if you had any ferrets in the car, but I'm telling you.
By the way, Mrs. Alice, October shoot, it's ferret o'clock.
I'm scared. of
No,
ferrets.
I'm not having any
It's
ferrets.
ferret o'clock.
No, we're not having ferrets. No.
Okay, what was your meltdown, Alice?
Mine was bad. Mine
I
was
think it involved...
truly bad. So we went to London over half term just to show that things aren't like peachy as always as they seem. And basically, I'd booked, I thought, really quite good tickets for the show Hamilton.
I haven't seen that. I'd love to see that.
Oh,
has
God, I know what you mean.
famously said is a good show to go and see. To cut a long story short, we took Billy, Nancy, Tom, and I. And the whole way through, Tom was just shuffling.
It's difficult to get
jiggling.
tickets, isn't it, to
Very
Hamilton?
difficult to get tickets.
Very
and also,
expensive.
like, when I say I overpaid for them, I don't want to say how much they were. Like,
Really?
I am embarrassed how much they were. Like, as in, and Tom was like, yes, get them. And I was
Yeah.
like, really, we hadn't done anything in half term. The kids had worked really hard. I was like, let's go. Tom's just like jiggling around, like huffing. And we get to half time. He's like, let's go. And I'm like,
Tom, that was not very cool.
on any level, it's not cool.
No.
Particularly as an example to your children. Like, what's an hour to them? Like, what is an hour? Anyway,
So did you all leave?
we all left. I was like,
Yeah,
when I'm
pretty
boiling
cross.
with anger.
There was a row.
The toys were out of the pram and they were, I mean,
No, because
Build-A-Bear.
throwing toys is different. Throwing toys
Okay.
is like sparring. This was just like pure
Pure anger, rage.
Pure rage. Like, my blood
this episode
was
about? Oh, yeah.
red. We got back to the flat.
Theatre rage.
And the worst bit is I got into the flat and Tom had opened his screen and was watching a movie with
Hamilton.
Billy. Yeah, exactly.
No.
Wish.
Do you know what I was watching? After we got back from the theatre, which I'm afraid I didn't enjoy, nothing to do with Hamilton, I don't enjoy any aspect of the theatre. We settled into a nice Arnold Schwarzenegger action movie, both very happy, culturally rich, wonderful. There we go.
No, I lost my shit.
You did.
And I actually lost my shit so much that I went to sleep and I might have just like nibbled the quarter of a Xanax to get me to sleep.
Wow.
I woke, it was 32 degrees in London. I was boiling.
I'm sorry.
And I woke and I was like, I'm sure Nancy's in bed. And then I like stayed there and I was like, I'm sure Nancy's in bed. And then I walked into the drawing room and they had all realised that they had made a mistake. And
Well,
they had gone.
I had made the mistake.
They had gone and got me flowers,
Sweet.
Lindt chocolate, and they'd all written me a card. All
And
of
we
them.
made it-
Apologising for being Philistines.
Yeah.
No. The kids are not Philistines. I am the Philistine for not liking the theatre. We also made a jelly baby heart. So that was your your moment.
That was also my moment. So
Right.
they did, and they
Okay,
did.
so that's your
but
moment.
no, that
Or
I mean,
no,
like,
you've got
when
another
you
moment.
like kind of think family's all great. No, that was a effing shit
Bad.
show.
But
It was
we've learned
bad.
something from it, which is that you will never ever go to the theatre with me ever again.
Ever again.
Because
That's a
I know.
positive
And
for
the
you,
other
Tom.
thing we
I
learned from
can't
is there
handle
were
it.
so many positives because I then spiraled and I was going around and Nancy was asleep, but Billy was with us. And I said, this is just so awful. We're fighting. And Billy just went, you know what, Mum? Families occasionally fight.
Yeah, sweet.
And that was such a sweet thing to say. Like, as in, I was like so panicked about it. He was like, you know, Mum, this can happen.
So-
So Mum, what was your moment?
Well, I mean, this isn't really a moment. It's just a part of my week, which is, I'm afraid, quite long.
Okay.
Okay, but we were on
ready.
30 minutes. So
Oh, well,
come on.
yeah, whatever. So basically at home, my husband is obsessed with the ducks on the lake. And there were some ducklings that needed to be looked after because he was really worried about a heron.
Wait, are you married to David Attenborough?
I feel like I am. So basically the ducklings came into the house to be looked after, and unbeknownst to me, he put them in the guest room. Then we had my daughter's future mother-in-law come and stay, and the ducks were in the guest bathroom, swimming in the bath, fiddling around the whole time. Anyway, I didn't get very involved until the day she arrived. I said, get the ducklings out. Anyway, he got the ducklings out, and they moved into the greenhouse where he created a little area for them, created a water bit for them. Anyway, it then becomes very hot. And I want to sit outside on the garden furniture. He's obsessed with these ducklings, absolutely obsessed with them. And I want to sit on the cushion outside on the garden furniture. So, Michael, could you get me a cushion from the greenhouse? And he goes into the greenhouse. He turns around and he puts his hand up like, don't come into the greenhouse. I then sit on the garden furniture without a cushion, not knowing what he's doing. Then I look into this beautiful greenhouse and I see him and I think, why is he playing a recorder? He doesn't have a recorder. He's not playing a recorder. He was giving one of the ducklings mouth to mouth.
What?
Because they were dying.
What the?
Now, he actually...
How do you give a duckling, like through the
He-
beak?
Yes, through the beak. And then he was holding it and trying to massage its heart. It was a terrible day.
Did it die?
First, I didn't get... Yes.
Oh my God.
Well,
he was
no,
giving
yes,
mouth-to-mouth respiration.
I'm not making
to a
this
duck,
up. I
to a
promise
duckling.
you. I promise you I'm not. I looked, I thought, what? It looked like he was playing the recorder. And so I was like, where did he get that recorder?
A duck
this
recorder.
This is impossible. Anyway, the thing is, I didn't quite know I don't know the whole story and don't need to, but we're 2 down. He did bring one back, the recorder one, but 2 had actually died, I think, swimming.
Do they go for a swim?
In a bucket. He's created a pool. Anyway, we've got 2 more weeks to go.
So is he rearing these ducklings almost as like
He
pets?
doesn't want them-
He's
I
not
mean-
going to like kill them to eat.
No, it sounds
but
like
he
he's
doesn't
really
want
trying
the
to keep them
heron. There's a
alive.
nasty heron there were like 18 ducklings and the heron got all of them. So we're down to the final 4 and we've got another 10 days and we're going to move their little outdoor running thing bit somewhere near the lake. So they get a the parents come up to them. They come up and see them by the greenhouse. Wow. It's like living in, I can't tell you what home life is like.
Did you give him a kiss after he
No,
did mouth-to-mouth with the duck?
No, but interestingly, George, my son, was helping him because then he has to catch the ducks every night. And they're now quite big, I think. Catch them in the evening and put them back in the Halitex greenhouse. Michael said to George, oh, George, make sure you wash your hands. I'm like, that's rich. You've just given a duck mouth to mouth. Anyway, why are we talking about girlfriends in this episode? I live with David
Serena,
Attenborough.
We are meant to be on
tip of the iceberg.
female relationships. Can you get back to it?
No.
What about the bad female relationships? Do you have any?
Well, you all know, I've mentioned it once and I'm not going to elaborate, a bit
No,
like
don't.
I'm not going to go on about the wedding dress lady. But I would say that I was very, very badly hurt by a friend who was very close to me and it took a long time to recover from. And I think that when you lose a close friend, it's like a divorce. I mean, she was very close, and what she did was so incredibly hurtful, unnecessary. I have no idea why she did it.
You are quite unforgiving, and I don't.
No.
I actually mean
Alice,
that. Wait, I actually mean that respectfully. You are like, if you are crossed, you cannot, for the sake of peace, you cannot kind of go. She
You
did the
would
wrong.
not have come
She's a
back
bit
from
like-
that.
I've come back from things that are
Yeah,
really
So
but
bad.
not what she
you're saying
did.
that your mother's a bit like Joseph
No.
Stalin
I would
or
accept the
something.
apology because I don't.
I did, and I
no,
have.
No, wait,
No.
listen. It's a test. It's a more amazing part of your character than mine. I weirdly don't like.
You don't like.
I don't like friction anywhere.
I don't like friction
so even
either.
if someone's behaved really quite badly, I would prefer to like kill it with kindness and just be. I'm not saying they're like sitting next to me at my birthday, but I like to kind of just get on. Like my friend Poppy's the same. Like it's like we don't like people.
No,
who,
but I think that's not living. That's not being true to yourself. I
No,
mean,
and I'm saying you're right.
No,
You're
but,
right. I'm wrong in
and
that.
it really hurt, and it was something that, I'm sad that she chose to do it.
But would you be happier if you just said, do you know what, let's agree to disagree. I'm hurt, but let's move on.
It has always slightly affected how, when you're that hurt by a girlfriend, it does affect you for sure. With your other relationships with other girlfriends, because you never quite know when something comes out of the left field if people are capable of doing that.
I mean, without being woo-woo, I have a pretty happy, positive force around my friendships.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the woo-woo
yeah.
side of me. But I'm also, my nickname is The Vault. So I know...
What does that mean?
I know that people are going to be pregnant before they're even pregnant themselves.
That's true.
I know
And you
that
don't
they're
tell
getting
people. Yep.
divorced. And I don't even tell Tom. I definitely don't tell Tom
No,
because
no.
he's known
Radio.
as the leaky
Yep.
ship. And you don't tell Tom anything.
Not true.
And I suppose, I don't know why people tell me stuff, but they do. And I'll keep a secret. Maybe I'm not fun, you see. So I'm not a fun friend. But
You
I'm
are a fun friend,
No, but I'm
Alice.
actually not.
Yes,
if
you
someone
are.
needs
I mean,
to
you
go and
don't
like have a
drink.
dance, have a drink, you're not going to call Alice.
No, she's
No,
not.
But if
that's
you're
very
like, if
true.
you're
That
secretly
is very
pregnant, you're going to call me.
Yeah, it's true.
And
well,
I
that's
think-
what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Different friends for different reasons
Exactly.
at different times in your life.
People will call Alice if they want to tell her something quite important or profound. And if they just want to have a glass of white wine, they call you, Serena.
Yeah,
course,
good
100%.
goss first.
I don't know. Gossip is
don't
a
gossip.
dangerous thing.
Yeah. No, I
Gossip
agree.
and it becomes Chinese whispers and something that might have been said actually in all goodwill, with no ill intentions, becomes blown up and something, can be very hurtful.
No, I
for
think
someone.
no gossip is
So
better.
gossip is a bad thing.
But I think that, talking about female friendships, one of the huge positives that I felt with Mrs. Alice is genuinely the friendships I have made along the way.
On Instagram.
No, with people in our team.
Oh,
People
yes.
you work with, Serena.
Oh, no, they're my best
Jesus.
Are
friends.
you joking? Well, who
Instagram,
are you?
Oh no, I have lots of Instagram friends. I really.
Well, they're
so-
not. They're like not friends. They're
No,
like
they
why
are.
people are
They
trying
are.
to ban social
Well,
media.
you'll come along.
Do you
you'll come on to
remember the time before
Okay,
Mrs. Alice?
we'll come on to this. We'll come on to this.
I'll forget then.
So we have our work friends.
Yeah, lovely.
You and
That's
I
nice.
were work friends.
Yeah, we work for our friends. Yeah. You're my boss.
But, it is true. And, I suppose when you work full time, it is a joy to work with people that you really, truly call your
It's true.
friends. And, I've said this before, but the retention rate at Mrs. Alice is so strong. And I think that is because...
Attention or tension?
Retention.
Oh,
What do you mean retention of team
the-
members?
Of the team members, normally they like to stay because, it's probably an unhealthy
Do
balance.
you know what it probably is?
No.
Come for Alice, stay for Serena.
Exactly. Last night I was trying to potty train Margot and was doing it in front of Daisy Cave, and I thought, am I crossing a boundary here? Like, is this a little bit too far?
Yeah, no. Well,
But-
Daisy seemed to be happy with it, but
No, but I think that Daisy's an obvious one. But I think that it is great to, when you're working all day, all night with
Yeah,
these people.
we are very, very lucky.
My head of digital commerce, I just went to the cinema with her at the weekend. Like, I think even lovely Beth, who does my makeup, you want to get to know and be surrounded by people who actually eventually are your friends. So
they
that's,
are.
I think, another...
with the amount of hours we work, they are.
Yeah.
You spend more time with people you work with than actually friends and
I
family
definitely
sometimes.
do. I definitely do.
Yeah, but actually working with women can be harder in some respects because I think we all get more heated about things. I think it's like,
you should have like a hormone tracker.
yeah.
The H word, Serena.
It's true.
Are you allowed to bring up the H word?
What,
Hormones.
HRT?
Hormones.
Did you go on HRT?
No.
We're going to do a menopause episode.
What's that?
What hormone replacement therapy? I've always wondered if I should. There's a very famous menopause doctor called, I want to say Naomi Potter. Someone check?
Not Dr. Champagne like
no,
that.
No, the eyebrow
that
doctor. Well,
scam
remember,
doctor
Tom.
that you...
No, it's not a scam doctor. If I go and live in LA and do that TV show that I say I may not do, I will get my eyebrows done. But the only thing about getting your eyebrows done is apparently you have to cut them because they grow so much.
Serena, this is meant to be about
another
female
news.
relationships.
I've gone off the minoxidil.
Oh, I thought you had. Why? Because
Why? Did you think my hair was thinner?
No, well, I noticed your chin wasn't as hairy.
It didn't see. No,
had to
because
shave
I
it every
do you know,
morning.
Do you know why, Alice? Because I know. Because
I know,
looked
she
into
got
it.
frisky.
No, because she's gone off it because it lowers your sex drive.
Oh, I thought it heightens it. Heightens it.
No,
What
it
do you mean?
lowers it.
I
That's why
went
she's
off
gone
it
off it.
because a friend of mine, she was thinking about going into it. And of course she said to me, did you look into the side effects? I'm like, hell no.
Of course you
And then I
didn't.
looked into the...
That should be your middle
It said
name. Serena,
two words. weight gain. I was like, and then it said that your ankles can puff up.
You
And,
hate that.
and I thought, you know what? I'm not doing this.
You prefer to be bald than have fat ankles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I could get a wig. Anyway, so I'm off them knocks.
Guys, you're meant to be talking about female
Oh
relationships.
no, but it's all.
Okay,
but this is all about female. Anyway, so then I was going to talk to you about the hormone doctor, Naomi Potter. She.
Please, how many more episodes do I have to do with her?
She said you can go on HRT when you're even older.
Well, maybe you should look into it.
I might grow my hair.
But I think we haven't really got to the anchor of this.
What is
it's
that?
like truly the power of female
I've
friendships
said
and
all that.
relationships in our lives is huge. And it comes from people who are our family and who are our friends and who are our colleagues that become friends. But actually, you are correct. It can come from perfect strangers.
Yes,
That's right.
And I don't know if we've spoken about Sandra before.
you should.
Have we?
God.
It's an amazing story.
Bless
No.
Sandra.
So we were on.
I wonder if she listens.
I hope so. We can tag her. We were on a photo shoot. She'd have to listen to the whole episode, but we were on a photo shoot in Morocco, and I think most of you might know that
North
it was,
Africa.
It was in North Africa for Mrs. Alice, and we, to cut long story short, our boxes did not arrive on location.
We did because we flew BA.
Serena.
Mum. And we had tried, we were like trying to call the government. We were trying every single tactic. And I never forget,
And
my
to be
team,
clear-
shush, walked into dinner, and my friend Daisy and I looked at each other and we went, we're going to give this one last push. And we put it on Instagram and we basically wrote, can anybody help us?
To be clear, the boxes had the products in that you were going to use for the photo shoot. Without those products, there was no
There was
photo
no
shoot.
Well, I
shoot.
was actually living
And
my
they-
best life because it was actually very warm in Marrakesh and we were in the most
Mum
gorgeous house.
Mum was absolutely thrilled. So we put on Instagram, we tried all the direct contacts we thought we had. I mean, I pretty much tried to call kind of the king. We weren't getting anywhere. And then suddenly,
Out of nowhere.
a lot of people replied and we had to sift through. And then this woman called Sandra
on Instagram,
on
I'd like to say.
Instagram.
And she was from Casablanca, 3 hours north of
And
Marrakesh.
she basically said, this happened to me moving house, I can help. But so many people had said I can help. And for some reason, Daisy and I saw her profile and we were like,
She had great hair.
we called her and she went, listen, I can do this for you. Just, okay, give me the consignment
Because to be clear, the
numbers."
boxes were in
They were
Casablanca.
we thought they were in Morocco, but they're in Casablanca,
Morocco
which was
is the country.
Sorry, Angel.
You mean
the
Marrakesh?
the geography episode is coming. Casablanca is a city
Marrakesh.
in Morocco.
I know.
Marrakesh is a city in Morocco.
It's Morocco.
Okay, all right, guys.
But
Listen,
yeah,
I'm not good at geography.
fair.
I
Carry on.
put my hand up.
It's all good.
Anyway, she said, I will go to the depot with Tom. It was 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
5
Bit
hour
more,
round trip.
bit more.
3 hour, 6 hour round trip.
Yeah.
And so Tom went on day one and we all stayed at the house. Mom was thrilled. She was sunbathing. We couldn't, I couldn't do anything
honestly, it was a
'cause
great
I
trip
was
for me.
so stressed about it. And also we had a deadline because I'm afraid baby Margot was
Oh, I was
arriving.
having my eyes done.
You're having your eyes done. Baby Margot's coming and we were like, we've got to
Got to get. I had my operation on the Monday.
Anyway, Tom went to Casablanca day one, went all the way there. They'd said, F you, we're not giving them to you.
And you saw the boxes,
And
didn't
he
you,
saw
Tom?
them.
Yep.
And then day two, Sandra said, come back again. I can do this. I've spoken to people higher up the chain. So Tom went there. And
I spent a little time. I spent 8 hours with her. She was so kind to give that amount of time.
Unbelievable.
And she
Kindness.
was absolutely the most brilliantly, polite but determined person.
Yeah.
Just encouraging and eventually.
side note, she was an Aries. We knew
Side
that.
note, yeah.
Side note.
With great hair.
And eventually, you guys got the boxes out. Sadly, it was too late for me.
And me.
I was gone. Well, you could have stayed, but you didn't.
No, I had my eye operation.
People don't know about this.
So actually, I was photoshopped into every single picture, and they would photograph me by the table with an
empty
empty
table.
table. No, as in by a table that was empty, cut me out, put me on, and then cut the products in. So, but those were the days before video, so it'd probably be harder now.
Female relationships of people you didn't know in general, like on tour and stuff.
Yeah, and it's just wonderful. People come with things that they baked.
Oh, yes, those
Someone
lovely
in San
napkins.
Francisco had, people I'm lovingly set. Emily Hertz, big shout out to her.
Yeah.
We've got every single special part of my life has been sent. She just messaged me. With, I've got you on a cocktail napkin in your rollers. People, women can and are very kind. And I
Yeah.
actually think that times have changed and that we are all kinder to each other now.
Do you think?
I do. I think with everything
I
else
wouldn't
going
know
on.
that. Oh no, I don't, no. I mean, I haven't got any issues at all. But I just think I didn't know that was true.
I think kindness is cool now.
I didn't know when kindness
you-
wasn't cool.
I think growing up, I felt like all your friends talked a bit about each other more and
I
who was
don't know.
wearing what. I know, because I think times have changed. I think women are working more. I think that there's more going on. I'm not against women who don't work, but I think that at all, I long to be a woman who doesn't work. But I'm joking. But I do think that people are slightly busier and balancing and juggling more, and they're aware that just keeping it all kind and calm is ultimately the best.
Well, it
best way
definitely
forward.
is. It definitely is.
So question
What are
o'clock.
Oh, what are the questions?
We've only got one. It's quite good. Thanks, Leanne. What would your biggest deal breaker be in a friendship?
Or red flag.
Like,
They're
if
two different
you're-
things,
They're
aren't
two
they?
different things, yeah.
Oh,
So
sorry.
that's why I
Okay.
said. So, if you're
Not sharing. I think not sharing.
Lunch.
like your Chanel suit. Or,
Lunch.
No. I just think the friend that won't share something, a product, a lip colour, I think that's a red flag.
Is that pizza?
Well,
No,
a bit,
I think
sorry to be rude,
a
but
tip.
a bit like how you felt in the last episode. Just going to like bring
Why?
that
What
up.
did- what?
When you were like, well, don't tell people that. That
Oh, that's
You
true.
are that person.
No, but
Serena.
that-
you're literally the person that you...
No, but that, yes, well, yes, but no. But I mean, a friend that, you said, oh, where did you get that? And they won't tell you. I think that is a red flag. That is someone that is not. I will share the shirt off my back with a friend. I'll give them anything
that
they
wouldn't
want.
be my red flag. But
It is a red flag.
okay,
It's a
well,
red
I'm
flag.
just showing you her tolerance is low.
It's not low.
It is. That's not like
Okay,
that
and Alice,
bad.
what's yours?
I think just like having an affair with my husband. Can you think of much worse? I mean, that would be my ultimate deal breaker.
Well, that's a deal breaker, but there are lots of deal breakers.
I mean, guys,
Sort of.
be open-minded.
I mean, but I'm thinking what would really make me never talk to someone again? Probably just going off with my husband. Anything else I would try and forgive. Definitely like
Do
a
you
deal
really
breaker.
But there are
mind?
lots of things that happen to people.
But those are
there are
but
lots.
but this is just an example of how you are about
Okay.
friends. But there might be a reason that they don't share. They might be insecure and they might feel I don't want to share this because Serena's so fabulous and she looks great in her shirts. You need to have the empathy.
By the way, just side note, no one has not shared anything with me.
I know.
And therefore,
Share. If you want to be mum's friend, share. If you want to be my friend, don't sleep with Tom. The positive is, if you're going to watch next week, we've got a really good one. We're going to be talking
What are we
about
talking
our
about?
40 least favourite things.
Oh, because you did your favourites.
Yeah, we did our favourites.
this is going to be easy. We're going to slide through this.
You are. You hate most things.
And do you know what it's also called?
Stitch and bitch.
Oh, yes.
You
yes.
love a stitch
Because
and
you're
bitch.
not going to be talking about positive stuff.
It's all
Have
negative.
you got your needle point?
Yes, of course I do.
That's
good.
next week.
So that's
The next week.
Thank you for listening. Do all the subscribing and all that malarkey. And
Click.
thank you.
Yeah,
See
thank
you
you.
next
Bye.
time.